What's up, guys? Back at the shop with a race recap. As you can see, Betty's missing a lot of pieces. Bumper, anti-roll, wheelie bar, basically stem to stern. She's been taking a beating the last 3 outings. So, I was thinking it was my old lady driving the car too much, but the more I watched the car, I just started turning it down and turning it down, turning it down. Well, I turned the damn thing off. So, I think the ESC is bad. I know the ESC is bad. I bought it used on eBay a couple months back when they were hard to get. And it was working okay. But then one thing I noticed was it stopped recording data that made any sense. This is one I saved. It's minus throttle, right? Look at this. And all of a sudden, nothing. It'll just jump to 146%. 64,000. It's just really weird. Data is obviously not correct. Look at it. It just jumps around to 1,000, 2,700, -6. That would be brake. So as you can see, this ESC is fried. Check this out. You talk about turning it down. Look at this. Dead. Right? That'll get down any street. That's why the car leaves so fast, so slow. Right? Punch, all that. Turbo position. Okay. Top speed turbo, right? That's adding timing. 0. 20 degrees on the cam. And you see what the car's doing. It leaves straight, gets out there about mid-track, and goes berserk. So this guy Twan we race with, watching the car, said the same thing, man. He goes, whatever you got in that car, it's too much. So I said, dude, help me, do whatever you want. Look at it. He's like, oh my God. He's the one that confirmed to me that this ESC is toast. So that tune-up that you just saw, if it does get down, now come on, 20 degrees, you're going to go 65 and 64 miles an hour? Impossible. Somewhere inside that ESC, it's shorted or something. It's telling it to do something that I ain't asking it to do. So we're trying to get another one, and then we'll get this car back on track. I'm glad I finally figured it out. Got some parts to put back on it, get her cleaned up, go through the whole car. When we get the new SC in it, I'm sure this thing will be fine. Not sure if we're going to go throttle speed, maybe with just a 4PX, a little cheaper, and maybe just keep the ESC and just put it at 100% and throttle speed it. We haven't decided yet. Probably go the cheaper route though. I'll be back in a minute with my Camaro. Alright guys, back here with the Camaro. Been doing pretty good with the car. I unloaded it with the tune-up that we had from the last test session. The ET was okay, but I looked at mile an hour and I said, uh-oh, I think I just melted my car. It hasn't been 65 miles an hour in forever. So I went into the controller and I stepped up on the controller, picked up a little bit, 67, but I'm looking at the ET basically, but I'm just confused at this point why I lost 2 miles an hour from my last test session. So again, I'm just ticking at it. I'm a ticker, as you guys know, so every increment just gets a little bit better. And the 419 is pretty much the best 60 foot I could get without prepping. There was no one going to win that race without voodoos and prep. It just wasn't going to happen. So there you go. Wait a minute, 16. Oh, 149. That's almost my best, one of my best mids, which I know is nothing, but I'm down a mile an hour. But you can see I got a 21 out of this girl on no prep. Now I can see what the problem is. Look at this tire. These are the wides. It's riding only on the edges. I have probably 40 passes on these tires between the last test session and the last race, and this part line is still there. Can you guys see that? All buttered up. That bitch is spinning on 2 edges. These are burnouts, everything. I gotta find, I think if I can get the center, the whole contact patch to touch, I might be able to get maybe 12 or 15 But guys, I think this is the last time you're probably going to see me on no prep. The problem is I can't prep these tires because they tell me the Voodoos will take the prep better. The reactions, the rubber's too hard. That's what I hear. I'm just telling you by the guys that are winning, where I'm at. So the problem is I can't get Voodoos. So I know that Drag Race Concepts is coming out with a tire, and I heard some guys tested that, and I just don't understand why. I think, you know, if we're all going to race on a level playing field, I think the parts should be plentiful. I think everyone should have access to the same stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm different. So I did find out where my mile an hour went. Let me show you guys real quick. Again, hindsight's always 20/20. Remember the video I made on mesh? Well, look at this. It's locked. If I move it, the pinion moves. There's not... Well, there's where I lost my power. I thought maybe I had a bad bearing in the tranny or something, or I melted something. But yeah, the mesh was way off. So that's my own fault. Blame myself. Happy with the car. I just gonna have to step up the prep. This is the one best pass I've ever made with no prep. Like you can see, it's only a 148 to the mid. I was just able to do that. There's a 149, but mile an hour is way off. 71, that was my best. Almost 72 mile an hour. This is when I first got the car and it wasn't as hot. Look at that, 369, 148. This is a good run. There's the mile an hour when the mesh is right. Almost 69 miles an hour. So figured out those two problems. Only thing holding me back is these tires and prep. Hate to say it. It's not knowledge or anything. I mean, you're going to rub some stuff on your tires and go out there and say you're hauling ass. I guess that's what the class is heading towards. I don't know how y'all feel. I just wish the company had enough tires for everybody so we could all have fun. Everyone have a great day, and look for prep and sticky.